So, what's the best advice I've ever gotten when it comes to trading the financial markets? Well, very simple. But first of all, compliments of the season. Merry Christmas to you, and I wish you a very prosperous new year in advance. So, what's the best advice I've ever received? It's very simple. The best advice is when it comes to trading, don't just get a good mentor, get someone who's passionate about your success. Someone who is passionate about your what? Success, because your success means their success. In fact, let me give a very perfect example for this. There are some, back then on campus, there are some lecturers that pride themselves in failing students. They will tell you A is for God, B is for me, C for all of you. So no matter what you do, don't even plan to get A. No matter how well you think you've written, they are sure you will not get A. Because certainly, for you to even get the B that they said is theirs, you would have sweated. What do I mean? Imagine a lecturer teaching you A, B, C. That A plus B is equals to C, which is combination. Now comes to exam and does A times B. A times B is certainly AB, no longer C. But he didn't teach you that. What I'm trying to say is that he gives you something that is outside the scope of whatever he has taught you. In the classroom, assignments, exercises, classworks, simple. You solve differentiation, integration, engine values and engine vectors, all those stuff, Gaussian law, Maclaurin series calculations, simulations, and reservoir simulations, discretizing of the wells, and all those stuff is like, woo, enjoyable. Then you come exam time and you see a full field development plan from scratch. No plan, nothing. You did not learn this. All of a sudden, boom, solve this. You see an equation that has to do with material balance, and you did not even write the equation down or try to memorize it, and there was no tip that, hey, make sure this particular equation, make sure you know how to arrive at the equation and how to solve questions with it. Nothing like that. In fact, when you were solving material balance equation, you were only solving one aspect of the material balance. Now you're expected to solve everything so that the total value will be equal to 1. And you're looking at yourself. Where is all this coming from? That is what I'm trying to say. There are some persons who pride themselves in being good and let every other person be bad. And I was fortunate to meet someone who was not just good, but was passionate about my success. And that's why I keep telling people, I didn't learn how to trade in 1 week rather, or 2 months. No, I learned how to trade in 18 months. 1 year was a theoretical work. 6 months was integrating everything I've learned until it becomes me. Like I don't have to think before I execute. That was what the 6 months was for. And if you look at it, that 6 months was good enough for me to know that I've gotten 1 year from the market. And you can't be a very good trader when you don't have 1 year of market experience. I'm telling you, because the market moves in cycles. So 1 year of market experience gives you an edge over somebody who hasn't gotten a year of market experience. Even if it's just by looking at the chart once in a day or 3 times in a week, or at least visiting the chart regularly every week, you become conversant with how the market moves and behaves. I realized that. And I can tell you for sure that my mentor prepared me for whatever the market would throw at me. I'm not going to toot my horn, but I tell you that this is now professionally, this is a decade and counting. And I can tell you free of charge that the market is both, it's like water. It's neither your friend nor your enemy. It's your friend when you play by the rules guiding the both of you, and your enemy when you try to go against current. The same thing applies with fire. Fire is your friend. It helps you cook, helps you stay warm, helps you heat things, anything you want to do, and can also be your enemy when you use it in the wrong way or apply it wrongly. That is how trading is. So the best advice I can tell you free of charge is, for you to be a profitable trader, you need a mentor, a good one, and one that is passionate about your success. And if you're watching this video right now, you're looking at one. Because there are people I've taught how to trade, and it's over 3 years now, and I still do my best to keep in touch with them. Sometimes they don't even need to ask me questions. Like, I remember after the period of the training, I made it sure to them, I made it clear, reach out to me if you have any question. If you enter the trade and it did not play out the way you expected, reach out to me, because it does two things for me. One, it helps me help them get the solution they want. And two, it gives me this sense of achievement that I'm able to solve someone else's problem or challenge or situation. And let me tell you what happens when you solve someone else's challenge. It makes you better. Selfishness doesn't make you better. Selflessness makes you better. I'll repeat, selfishness doesn't make you better. Selflessness makes you better. Those are the two things that make me happy. Now, another thing is, when they don't reach out, like festive period like this, just send a message to them. Hey, compliments of the season. How are you doing? And how is your trading journey? Pip regards. I was like, oh, mentor. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm happy you reached out. It's not really bad. It's going well. Well, just that I always feel like I only have to reach out to you when I have a problem. I didn't know I could also reach out to you first. I said, no. Whether there's any problem or not, feel free to reach out to me. At least he's confident that when he reaches out to me when he has problem, I could help to solve it. And the problem shared is more than half solved, especially with that saying that goes, two good heads better than one. Yes, a problem shared, especially with your mentor who has seen more than you, would help you solve your problem. And if there's any question I can't even answer by myself, don't forget I have my own mentor that I can reach out to and say, hey, dear boss, this is a scenario I just noticed, question from one of my mentees, and it's posing or bringing up a challenge that I've tried to find out, reverse engineer how this outcome would be like this. I didn't see any fundamental news. I've checked through Bloomberg, I've checked through Reuters, I've checked through every economic information that is available, and there is no news that will confirm why this played out this way. Could you help me figure it out? And I get the answer after a while. If it's less busy, I get it immediately. If it's occupied, let's say trading that moment or doing something that takes his attention from the phone, but I still get a feedback. And let me tell you something that will shock you. Just like I'm delighted getting questions from my mentees, my own mentor is delighted getting questions from his own mentees. That is what having a good mentor that is also passionate about your success means. So while you're enjoying your Christmas holiday, don't forget one thing. When the holiday is over, be conservative first so that market will build momentum before you go aggressive. No matter the strategy you're using, at this period in the market, volume is dying down. So you need to give market time for traders to come back to their workstation before you enter full-fledged. Okay? The last but not the least, if you want to learn how to trade, DM me so that we can discuss the possibilities of teaching you beyond technical analysis, which is just learning support and resistance. And more complex than that, I also teach my mentees a seasonal tendency, commitment of trader analysis. Then you now go to fundamental analysis, then sentimental analysis, then psychological analysis, then AWI strategy, which is an analysis I developed myself. And again, Anyone who tells you teach how to trade in 1 week, that person is lying to you, because the only thing you learn in 1 week is how to draw horizontal lines, support and resistance, or trend line for trends. That's the only thing you will ever learn. But if you want to learn deep, you need to be patient when it comes to trading, and you need to be positive. While you're patient, be positive. Once you have marinated or married these two things, the next step is you now need to be realistic. Be positive because you're still learning. But when it comes to now trading on your demo account, you have to be realistic, whereby you must use an account that is relative to the amount you would use when you start trading. One other mistake I noticed traders make is on their demo account, they open demo account with $10,000. When they want to trade, they open their account with $200. It doesn't work that way. There are a lot of things for those who have learned from me and people who have learned from, they have taught me and they've refined me to be better. If you're here and you've watched this point, reach out to me if you want to be profitable. If you've been struggling in your trading journey and you want to make 2026 your best time ever, your best year ever, reach out to me so that we'll discuss prospects on you getting better, not just as a trader, but first, your personality. Your personality has to match the trading strategy you're using. Better still, your trading strategy has to match your personality. So I need to understand the kind of trader you are, so that I will teach you a strategy that fits that personality. That is why, come on, let's look at how God works. God is known as the smartest being, supreme reality in all universes. And how supreme he is, or it is, that he gave everyone different fingerprints. If you even check the 5 fingers you have, 5 unique fingerprints. The left hand, 5 unique fingerprints, making it 10 unique fingerprints. If you check your toes, unique as well. So why should everyone be trading with the same strategy? Even those who learn from me, I teach them strategy when it's time, when you go to the area of our training that is called divergence. Not divergence as using stochastic and MACD indicators. No, divergence, which is the point where after, just like learning primary, everybody stays in the same class. Junior secondary, everyone is in the same class. Senior secondary, you now start going separate, whereby you now have the science people and the arts people. I've heard now you have the commercial people, but then you have the arts and the science. Then when you now enter university, even in science, people who did science, you now have those who are pure science, those who are engineering, social science, all of those things. Those who do art, those who are pure, like law, or you want to go into accounts, or you want to go into theater arts, all this are under arts. So you see how just science and arts broke down into all of this, and just going to school now broke down into science and arts. The same principle I apply. I'm just giving other mentors who are there, you can learn from me so that you get better. Okay? Yes, I'm not publicly known on this platform at the moment, but it's time for me to debunk a lot of wrong teachings going on so many platforms I've been on. I'm not saying I'm overall best, because no one at the moment is 100% great when it comes to trading. That I can tell you categorically, I have a high win rate of 87.9%. It was 87.2, now it's 87.9%, and it keeps appreciating. Okay, high win rate of this. That's why I can tell you, out of 10 trades I take, 8% of them certain of hitting TP. The other fraction of it is, when it comes down to my break even, I'm not taking out in the loss, it's always break even. Then 1 out of the 10 could hit stop loss. Those are the ones that are just outside my control. So imagine taking 100 trades and you make 87 of it. Is it not good? So I'm going to stop here for now, because my attention has been called to other things. So if you watched to this point, don't forget to like this video. Follow me so that you get unbiased, detached, transparent, and realistic advice from me. And don't forget to share this video and save it so that you keep going back to it, okay? I look forward to seeing you in my DM so that we can discuss the prospect on you getting better. Be patient if you don't get quick response from me because I'm quite busy, especially this period. I like paying attention to a bird in the hand than 20 in the bush. So once you DM, be patient with me. If I don't reach out to you, my secretary will reach out to you. But whichever the case, you will definitely get feedback from me. Okay? Enjoy your lovely holiday and see you next year. Be and stay better. Peace.